So, since I did my fabulous guides on Pimpernel grips and Pimpernel sweet spots, why not talk accessories? I haven't really done it. I even covered stocks with the grips. So, yeah, it's accessory time. I have a whole buttload of Pimpernels in my inventory here, and we are going to go over them. I'll actually take the barking off and use everything to compare to that. And I'll get the other one in there. The only one I don't have in here is a blade. So to start off with, there is no bad Pimpernel. The Pimpernel is a ridiculously good gun, and it's not accessory dependent. All accessory talk with the Pimpernel is really being picky and min-maxing to the extreme. You can use any damn Pimpernel you find. I would definitely say grip and stock play a bigger role into the success of your Pimpernel than the accessory. A Jacob stock is almost automatic no-go because Jacob stocks are fucking hideous. But Hyperion or Doll stocks are both just fine. Maliwan stocks aren't bad at all either. It's just really the Jacob stock that's a no-go. You know, you have two grips that you can use. Maliwan or Jacobs are both very solid. Other than that, I would stay away from the other ones. So you have like 3 stocks and 2 grips, where you can get really good Pimpernels and almost any accessory. Like even a blade on it, it's not going to hurt it. A Pimpernel with no accessory is still a damn good gun. So, my favorite is the barking. I should equip barking and compare that to a gentleman's. Now, I'm just going to shoot him in the head for the example of this. Where is my gentleman's? I'm going to change that to down so it's easier to do this. So, I have my barking here and you have your gentleman's. Barking is always better on snipers unless you're using the B. And with the Pimpernel, it's still better. So, I'm going to shoot him just flat in the head there. Take off the B for this test. So they're 8144 and 7445. So if I get something similar. Those numbers were overlapping. So there you can see less. The reason why this is the base damage gets remultiplied with the critical hit. So with this one you're taking 655,000 times 1.15 times 2 times 2. So that extra 15% that you're adding to the base damage from the accessory get remultiplied on a crit and then get remultiplied by the crit bonus. So that 15% is getting a lot bigger. Where you go to a gentleman's, you're taking 585,000, or actually sorry, you wouldn't take it times at 1.5, so it'd be 655,000 times 2 times 2. And that's without any elements or skills or any of that crap. Now this one, you'd be taking 585,000 times 2 times 2.2. The extra damage here, because this gets multiplied twice, adds up to be more damage than the 20% at the end. 15% at the beginning that gets remultiplied works out to be more. So a barking will outperform a gentleman's. Now a gentleman's isn't bad. And with a B, if you hit a perfect sweet spot, the gentleman's will do more. But the rate at you hitting perfect sweet spots is not high enough to make it worth it, especially the fact that you have splash damage. So you're better off with the damage, because that damage also gets applied into the splash damage. And with the first pellet not critting, being just a body shot, you're doing more with the barking by quite a bit. The gentleman's, like you said, you can do more on a perfect shot with only if you have the B on, but only on a perfect shot. Every other shot or when your B is down, you're doing better with the barking. So even with a B, you're going to do more damage overall with a barking than a gentleman's, because you're not going to hit that many perfect sweet spots. Your B's going to go down, etc., etc. That said, it's still a damn good gun because it's a Pimpernel, but it's not as good as the barking. And I'll just compare the stats here. That accuracy doesn't matter, but that's a significant amount of damage when you have 6 pellets and 50% splash damage on all 6 pellets. So that is the gentleman's. It's still good, it's just not as good. Let's bring our other ones in here. Alright, so next I want to compare the Banberry. Now the Banberry is in contention for the best accessory, along with damage, that is a barking. Now I'm going to compare these two. So you have less damage, but you have more fire rate. And for a lot of people that makes sense. You know, Zero has so many critical hit and damage buffs, and you know, Kunai is a debuff, and the fact that the Pimp can auto bore on a single target, that the damage is already overkill for Zero. So for a lot of players, that Banberry lets them shoot faster and maintain critical ascension better, as well as rising shot better. So there definitely is a use case between the Banberry and the barking. That fire rate's even faster. I have Jacob's grips on these because I've already covered that. But with the Maliwan grip, it's even a better fire rate. So for a lot of people, the Banberry is the best Pimpernel, and there is definitely an argument and a use case for that. Let's get in the next one. Monstrous. I think the Monstrous might be the third best Pimpernel accessory, which is magazine size. Now once again, I have the Jacob's grip, so it's only a 6 magazine. Adding 2 to that's a pretty big deal, especially as you see I have a legendary Siren Com, which gives me 10 out of 5 foresight. So going from 8 to 11 is a significant DPS buff, and if you're wearing the Maliwan, if you have the Maliwan grip on it, that bonus is even bigger. So you can get a massive magazine size on your Pimpernel with the Monstrous, and this is actually my favorite accessory for a Slag Pimp, between that and the Banberry. But I just like when I have a Slag weapon not to have to worry about reloading as often, so I quite enjoy the Monstrous for a Slag Pimp. But the Banberry too would be there with that. So this would be my third favorite accessory. Next we have Dandy, which is Dandy is why am I drawing a blank here? It's accuracy. I was chasing for that word for some stupid reason. You know, this isn't bad, but really the difference between these two in accuracy is so little. I think the accuracy prefix on snipers is a bit redundant in general, except maybe on the Skull Masher, because when you tighten up that spread, that does help. But then again, it is a Pimpernel. There is no bad Pimpernel accessory. I was about to say there is no bad Pimpernel, but like I don't know, a dull grip and a Jacob's stock would be pretty bad. And then last you have Fashionable, which I believe is reduced recoil. So let's just put a bunch of shots here. So you can see the recoil there. Now going next to it. You can see it tightens it, but not by a lot. Does that change the sweet spot? That would be interesting if it did. It seemed like it was a little lower. Nope, I'm on crack. It's the same size. So those are your Pimpernel accessories. So the Dandy, the Fashionable are both kind of pointless, but again, a Pimpernel, so it's good. Those are pretty much going to be equal to a non-accessory. You're not going to notice either one of those very much. Slightly on the dandy there, but said it I guess it'll keep it on a little bit more. But like I said, not by a ton. But these are the four. Oh, the gentleman's would be fourth. So the best three, or the best two, are definitely Barking and Banbury, without a doubt. Monstrous comes in at a solid third. It's just a damn good increase to it. And then Gentleman's will definitely help you, so that would be fourth. Going with these two, a blade or a non-accessory. But like I said, all these are really good. So, you know, a lot of people during One Life runs, you know, they're all arguing in Twitch chats like, what, you gotta hold out for these parts in your Pimpernel. No, you don't. Maybe, I mean, only really if you're on OPA do you really want to freak out for like the perfect pimp. It's not really worth the farming because they're all so good. So don't stress the accessory as much as the stock and the grip. And then, you know, realize that it's not down to like one accessory like a lot of guns. You know, it isn't the flacker, it isn't the slow hand or the sword explosion or these low pellet shotguns. It's not the Herald where, you know, you're increasing the damage so much with that double accessory. It has a ton of good accessories for it. So that's beautiful. So that is Pimpernel Accessories 101. So kind of calm down about the accessories. They're all good. And when I go on about my Jacob's grip barking, I'm not saying the other Pimpernels suck. I'm just saying that is my preferred Pimpernel. If I'm gonna not have qualms about having a perfect one, that's gonna be it. But if I'm quest farming, I'm gonna pretty much accept any Pimpernel with a Jacobs / Mollywand grip and either a Dahl, Hyperion, or Mollywand stock. No matter the accessory, really. I might, you know, give up a blade accessory, but if I get the right grip and the right stock with the worst accessory, I'll probably take it because that accessory is still good. So, once again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you have not done so, and I will see you later. Bye.